guys, I'm coming to you again with another video. Today is Tuesday, May 3rd. I originally wanted to do a video based on a tragic situation that happened with my friend's son, but as I was going into prayer and worshiping the Lord, something else came about. So it's just a message that I want to share with you guys. It's regarding testimony. And I didn't mean to do the quotes, but testimony. I hope you guys know what a testimony is. It's like it's an encounter. It's a story you have to tell. A spiritual experience, a conversion, something that you know. It's like something that you share, you talk about. You know, it's something that happened in your life with somebody else. Anything. So it's like we all have testimonies, and some of us do not realize the testimonies that we have. And so I kind of just want to help you guys to figure out what your testimony is. I have many testimonies. I mean, being bullied, being teased, saying that I wouldn't make it past high school, saying that I couldn't conceive my son, I couldn't carry him, I should get an abortion. That's a testimony, because out of all that, God allowed me. Oh, Nehemiah's reading. Just read quietly, Nehemiah. God allowed me to graduate from high school. Not only graduate from high school, but get my bachelor's degree. Graduate from college. Not only graduate from college, but he allowed me to, carry my son for 9 months in 3 days past due, give birth, all natural. And not only that, I moved to Vegas. I'm taking care of my son by the grace of God, by his strength, by his power. Like, that's a testimony. Another testimony, and I have, and it is so many testimonies. Me and my sister and my cousin and a friend of ours were coming from the club, and next thing we know, my friend is like, they have a gun. We're driving. Next thing you know, somebody pulls up alongside of us, shoots twice into the car. I look down the barrel of the gun, and they shot through the windshield, and they shot about an inch away from the gas tank. Nobody was harmed, nobody was hurt. And when the police came out to try and retrieve the bullets, they couldn't find the bullets. Like, it was like something, supernatural happened. The bullet came through the windshield. It came through the dashboard, but it wasn't nowhere to be found. And that was only by the grace of God. That's a testimony, because we could have been gone a long time ago. God spared our life for a reason. I was in sin. I was living in sin. And the wages of sin is death. If God called me right then and there, my life, my bed would be in hell according to his word. So that's a testimony. So some of you guys have testimonies that you're sitting on, and God did not give you a testimony to sit on. He gave you a testimony to proclaim about the truth of God, about his glory, how he saved you, how he spared your life, how the doctor said it was cancer, and next thing you know, the cancer is supernaturally gone. How they said you wouldn't be able to walk again, and by the grace of God, you're walking. How they said that, all these things were going to happen to you, and by the grace of God, none of them happened. You have a testimony, and you are not igniting what it is that's in you, because you're sitting on your testimony. You guys, stop sitting on your testimony, sitting on what God has done for you. He deserves the glory. He deserves all the credit. He deserves the praise. How can somebody else be set free if you never tell them your story? This is my story, and I'm supposed to proclaim and share with you guys my story. So I want to encourage you guys on this Tuesday to stop sitting on your testimony, and stop sleeping on the goodness of God. Stop sleeping on what it is that he's doing in you, what it is he's done, what it is that he's trying to do. People that come from, broken homes, alcohol addiction, all kind of drug addictions. And by the grace of God, God has recovered them. He has set them free. He has taken those things away from them. That's a testimony. So, I I encourage you guys to, I mean, and it don't take that long. You know, you can think back on some things. It's like, well, I should have been dead. You know, I should have been dead. I should have been OD'd. I should have been gone. You know, I wanted to take my life, but God said not so. All kind of things. You know, I encourage you guys to share your testimony. I encourage you guys to share it with somebody today. And I would love for you to share it with me. If you comment in the comment box, and share your testimony with me. Tell me what it is that God has done for you. Tell me how he spared your life. Tell me how he set you free. Tell me how he saved you. You know, and let me know. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. And another thing, my friend, she lost her son. He was hit by a car. He was hit by a truck accidentally. His ball had went into the street, and he went out, you know, to go get his ball, and he lost his life. Only 2 years old. It breaks my heart. I was wailing for him last night. I kind of got a slight headache. My eyes are a little puffy because, you know, she's miles away. I just want to give her a hug. I just want to, you know, hold her tight. I just want to, you know, let her know that, you know, I can't even fathom, you know, experiencing something like that. I can't, and my heart goes out to her as well as her daughter. It hurts me, and I just have to, you know, I know that God makes no mistakes. I know that God is in control of all things. You know, he will never put more on us than we can bear. And I hold on to that, because for you guys that have disabilities, for you guys that have suffered the losses of loved ones, God would never put more on you than you can bear. Never. And that too will turn into a testimony about God's grace and about God's mercy and how his grace is sufficient. Trust me when I tell you, when my grandmother passed away, it was nobody but God that sustained and held back, you know, what the devil wanted to just cause to be sorrow and sadness and mourning and mourning and mourning and mourning and mourning. I'm telling you, God came in and he showed up and he showed out, and he got the glory in that. And that's a testimony, because we say, oh, if such and such passed away, I don't know what I would do. I couldn't live. I couldn't go on. Man, I'm telling you, by the grace of God, I was able to live. I was able to go on. I was able to share, you know, that testimony about how God, you know, did such a mighty and marvelous thing in her before, you know, hold on, son, before she passed on. And I know that she's with him, and I can't complain about that. I can't, you know, there's too much sorrow I can have in that. So, you know, this baby, Lord, I know that he's in his resting place, you know. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And I just, you know, I feel for her. I intercede for her. And I pray, and I'm asking you guys that if you guys have a relationship with Christ, if you have a prayer life, if you have a prayer life, to please go in and intercede for her and for her family. It's not easy. And, you know, my condolences to those who have lost their children over such as things like this, and just, you know, lost a child. She has a GoFundMe account, and I will put that in the description box. Please support and help her. And if you can't donate, you know, please intercede, spend some time in prayer, you know, lift her and her family up. YouTube family, I'm reaching out to you guys for that. So that's that. And you guys enjoy your day today, and please stop sleeping on your testimony. Be blessed and have a wonderful, blessed day in the Lord, and do something different. Today is, you know, it's May 3rd. It's a new month. What are your goals for this month? What are your plans? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? You know, what's your testimony? You know, what's the gifts that God is giving you? Pray and ask that God will start igniting these things within you, so that we can live for the glory of Christ Jesus. You know, Jesus, he came down and he did marvelous things, and the things and the people that he touched and set free, those are testimonies. They had testimonies to go and share, and he either said, go and tell what I did, or he said, don't say anything, you know, yet. And it was only for his purpose. and for his glory. So please, guys, don't sleep on your testimonies. Don't sleep on your testimonies. Jesus alone is a testimony. You know, everything that Jesus came and said that was going to be done was prophetic, and it came to pass. And I just want to encourage you guys, you know, that please. So see you guys. Mwah. Yes.